Hi guys, it's Melissa from madebymelcrafts.blogspot.com. Just want to do a quick review on a purchase that I made, and I just received it because I went back and forth with My Creative Time. Some of you may have got these already. When they first came out, I ordered the stamp set and just the oval die, which I'm not sure whether that's stitched oval die, the small one, because I really did want to get this embossed gift card holder. But when I saw the day when it was the day it was released, I saw how much it was, and I was thinking, oh my god, about $25 to get it here. I think it was $22.95 or something for the die, and then for the shipping. So I thought, oh, is it worth $25? Because that would be about what it would cost to get it here. And I thought, no, I can make it. I'll do it with my gypsy, whatever. But then I went back and forth, and then ended up ordering this later. And because I decided it'll be something fun, it'll be something I use a lot, because I do give a lot of gift cards as gifts, because I think it's a good gift to give somebody. And I always like getting gift cards because it's like when then when you feel like it and you're ready to go shop, it's like you have a gift that you can use later, and it's not once you see it then you have it. So I enjoy getting gift cards, so I ended up going to order it later, and then anyway, by that point they were sold out or on back order, and it took a while to just come in. So she just got them in, and she's working on shipping them all out. So I got mine in the mail yesterday, so I thought I would do a quick review on them, which I planned to do. I was just waiting for it to get here. So this was my purchase that I purchased with it, and it is called the Gift Card Sentiments. And I just really love the font on these, and they work perfect in the spot to, like on the gift card, to stamp the sentiments above it. So they have everything in here from happy engagement to I think it says mani-pedi time, from our home to yours, happy retirement, happy first day of school, dear Santa, happy birthday, congratulations, happy anniversary, surprise, and a few more. And I don't know if you can see Merry Christmas. See the lines in here? They're little stitch lines where you could stamp them, and they work perfectly. They give you a shorter one here, and then one long enough to reach, and I'm going to show you how that works. This is just a sample that I made, so to show you what I came up with, and I plan on doing many more, but I just did one so far just to show you and to the purpose of this review, so I could try the die out, see how it works, see the different things with it. So this is what I did for my first one. I just did a very basic one, and I have a few more ideas in mind, so once I get them made, and I'll do a post, I'll do a video and show you those ones. But here's what I was saying, where right at the top it leaves you this nice long space where you can stamp the sentiments in, so it works perfectly in coordination with the die, which just came yesterday. So here's what the die looks like. I'll show you in case anybody wants to see. It fits in your cuddle bug. There's about the size of it compared to the bag, and the stamp bag, if you know the size of those. But if you see at the top, it has the slight, I guess, embossing, or just a very line, but you can barely see it, and I'll show you on my card if my inking. And then it gives you the slots for the gift card to go, and then a little whatever that is thing there to hold it, the little lip to hold it. So I don't know if you can see through the inking. You really can't, because I can't see either, especially on the camera. But you can see like a little bit of where, but it's really not much. So, and she said she did that on purpose so she could, so you guys could do your own stitching if you wanted. But here is, see the lines across the top of here. Let me put this down so I can show you. The lines on top of here, the top here and the bottom, is what I use. This is what it looks like. The little stitch die, and that is neat. It saves time, and they come with the shorter one to do the sides, but my sides weren't, the sides I had weren't showing, so I didn't really need to use, like up the side, didn't need to do that. But she showed you how to do it on her blog, on her videos, and excuse my messy inked mat. But what you do is you just kind of turn it upside down and line it along the straight line of any grid or something that you have, or even if you don't have a mat like this, maybe if you had an edge of paper, and you just line it up straight, and then just have the extra stamp there, and then put your acrylic block down on top to get the perfectly straight line. Because at first I thought maybe I can do it by myself. No, because when I put that on there, it was really like wavy, so I thought that's not going to look too pretty. So it's worth the extra time, which doesn't take much time at all, to just lay it, you know, flat across your line and then place your acrylic block right down on top. So I'm probably going to keep, because I don't use this size block a lot, so I'm probably just going to keep it on this acrylic block, and that way it'll be straight and just be ready, and then I could just use it anytime I want. So I'll show you this here. What I did is just stamp the Just For You, and I did a piece of just, you know, and you can use, the great thing about this is you can use up just the smallest little scraps that you may have of printed paper, and then just ink the edges, you know, matching ink, or, you know, even brown ink, whatever would work if you didn't have all the colors. But I have a few of the Stampin' Up! Colors, so I figured I'd get a purple. And you can really just utilize all those scraps. Now for mine, it's just a little piece of paper. I forgot what the measurements are, but it's easy to, you could just measure it, or just put it on and then cut off the extra. But for mine, I don't know if you can see, but the top and bottom I used it's the Fiskars. I think is it Treading Water, or this one, different one? Don't quote me on that, could be wrong. It's been a while since I've had these, so I don't really remember the name. They should print them on them, because over time you tend to forget, and especially if you collect a few. So this is the punch that I just used on both the top and the bottom. You don't have to do that. You could even just put a plain strip of paper, and then I tied the organza, the sheer bow on it, and I'm going to show you if I could put this camera down. Just give me 1 second. See if I can show you how it opens. Ooh. Okay, that's not working too well. There we go. Alright, here it is here. Let me get back far enough. And then I just put these little, they're actually, what are they called? I don't know. I got them at the Scrapbook Expo. They're a little different than the rhinestones. But this is the lip I was talking about, and it just pokes into that, and it opens like this. And this is just a gift card that I have in here. But I just wanted to show you what she shows. I only put the bow around the front part here. And you can decorate the inside. I just haven't got that far. It's just mainly did the outside. But you can decorate the inside. There's even a to and from stamp in this stamp set that you can put to and from, you know, to whoever you decide to give it to. And this is where the gift card just kind of slides right in. It went in very easily too. I was wondering whether it would cut through deep enough with the Cuttlebug. And it went through the Cuttlebug very easy. I haven't tried to cut more than one at once. I don't know if you can do that, you know, with those wafer thin dies, or whether it would work or not. So if anybody has, just let me know. I wondered how that worked, if you made like a bulk of these, or just had, because I even thought about cutting just a bunch of the bases out of these, like just cutting these, you know, these out, just this part of these, and just having them, and then, you know, especially in the craft color like this is here, and then you could do, you know, you could do a Christmas one, you could do a birthday one, just have them ready to where the base is cut out, and then just for whatever occasion you need, you could just, you know, pick which stamp and then just decorate it up for whatever you happen to need a gift card holder for. So I may do that, but like I said, I don't know if it'll cut more than one, but even if it doesn't, you know, I'll just take the time to cut them through. But this is what it looks like. And again, I mean, you could put the bow around the whole thing, but then you don't want everybody messing up your bow, you know, to untie it, and then they won't be able to get it back. Or you could do it either way, but that just wanted to show you that I just did it like that, so that way, you know, they can still, it won't affect the function of it. It'll still open and work that way. And you can even, like, I have a stamp that says made by Melissa that you could put on the back, but that's what the back looks like. And you could even put some type of something on there, but I didn't get that far. I just did this. So overall, I really like the new die. It was worth the wait. I did decide to put the money out, you know, and get it, and this will be something I'll have and I can use, and it'll be a quick thing to go to and use. So I'm glad I got it. I should have got it, you know, originally, but then I wouldn't have had to wait. But I didn't really need it before then, so I'll be fine. But I'm happy now that I have it, and just want to do a review in case some of you are on the fence or thinking about, should I get it, should I not? And hopefully, I would have liked to have had them now, but hopefully I'll be able to get a few more done to just give you some more examples of what you can do with this die. And I've even seen that Emma, she's used it for it was like a little elf, and she used it for a tag to where she didn't punch out. I mean, it punches it out when you do the die, but it was just kind of hanging like full. So pretend all this stuff isn't on here, and pretend, let me see if I can get this out one-handed. Pretend this wasn't poked out, because when you first cut it, you kind of just have to push it up, and then, but if you don't, it kind of stays. So she used it as a long tag like this, and just had like, I guess the elf's head was covering it up, and it said at the top Merry Christmas or something, or for Dear Santa, and it had like a little elf long ways like this big stretching across here, so she just used it as a tag. So obviously, you know, when it comes out I had to fold it, and it's already scored, but it's flatter when it comes. So you could even use these as tags, so just another idea of something you can do with them. But like I said, as I get more, as I get some time, my daughter's going to be starting preschool this week. That's Maya. She's going to be starting preschool this week, and I'm hoping to, each day when I get home from work, I work during the week, but when I get home from work, the way her school schedule is, I'll have maybe 45 minutes to myself before I have to go walk out and wait for her there till the bus drops her off. So hopefully, I'm hoping that'll be like my craft time, because my husband will also be at work. So I'll be able to maybe get, you know, a little bit of time to myself and hopefully work on some projects. So once I get them, I will show you, but like I just wanted to do a quick review. Well, not end up not being so quick with me babbling, but just want to do a review, just letting you know it would be a, you know, when you save up the money or whatever to get the die, it's kind of worth it, because, you know, the gifts you give, and it just really makes it so much nicer too. Wouldn't you rather, you know, get a gift card that looks like this than just say, you know, here's your gift card, or this fall album card, or, you know, and it's better. I always like homemade things better. I was telling my husband, we were down the shore the other day, and where we had to park to walk to the boardwalk. This little girl was selling, I think they were like little flower barrettes, but I just have a, just part of me just wants to, you know, whether you end up liking, you know, what it is or not, I just always like to support, you know, people that make homemade things, and, you know, do it that way, because it's just so much nicer to be, you know, made by hand. Or I always enjoy receiving gifts, you know, that are made by hand, because, you know, you recognize the time they take for it. Especially as a crafter, you know that they actually took the time to think about it or to work on it. So I just appreciate it much more, and I think a lot of people do. So this is a nice thing to get. So overall, thumbs up. I like it, and hopefully soon I will be showing you some more projects I made. Alright, thanks for listening to me babble, and I will be posting more videos soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.